Imagine a place where people go to sleep at night without turning a key, where houses have no bars, cars sit unlocked, and children run freely without fear. A place where the idea of locking your door feels unnecessary. This isn't a fantasy. It isn't a utopia from a movie. It's a real city, quiet, peaceful, and almost unbelievable in today's world. Today, we're traveling to the city where people never lock their doors. A place so safe, so trusting, that outsiders struggle to believe it exists. Chapter 1, a city frozen in time. This mysterious city sits tucked away in a remote corner of the world, surrounded by green hills, small lakes, and neighborhoods where everyone seems to know everyone else. When you first arrive, the quiet feels unreal. No security cameras, no bars on windows, and as you stroll down the streets at night, you might notice something shocking. Front doors left slightly open, keys hanging inside cars, packages left untouched on doorsteps. Locals will tell you why lock your door when no one here steals. The city has become famous not for wealth or technology, but for something far rarer, trust. Chapter 2, the culture of trust. To understand how this place became so safe, we have to look at its culture. People here grow up learning that neighbors are like family. If someone needs help, the community steps in. If a stranger walks by, they're greeted, not feared. Children grow up in a world where crime is not part of the daily conversation. And elders say that locking a door would be like telling your neighbors you don't trust them. Stories passed down through generations teach kindness, honesty, and respect. These values have become the invisible security system that protects the entire city. Chapter 3, the crime rate that shocked the world. When researchers discovered this city, they were stunned. The crime rate, almost zero. Police are rarely needed. Serious crime is practically unheard of. Emergency calls are usually about lost pets or small accidents. The mayor once said, "The day someone locks a door here will be the day something is terribly wrong." This city operates like a living example of what happens when a community chooses cooperation over fear. Chapter 4, why locks aren't necessary. So how is this possible in the modern world? There are a few reasons. Small, tight-knit population, everyone knows each other. A stranger is noticed instantly, not in a suspicious way, but with curiosity. 2, strong community values. Crime doesn't happen because the social consequences are huge. Not legal consequences, social ones. People would be more ashamed of disappointing their neighbors than they would be scared of the law. 3, remote geography. The city isn't surrounded by big highways or heavy tourism. It's peaceful, isolated, and self-contained. 4, shared responsibility. People look out for one another. Children walking home are watched by multiple neighbors. Elders are cared for by the entire community. Locks aren't needed because everyone acts as everyone's guardian. Chapter 5, stories from the locals. Spend a few days here and you will hear incredible stories. A woman who leaves her house wide open while she shops all day. A farmer who parks his tractor unlocked in the middle of the village square. Kids who leave their bikes outside overnight without chaining them. One visitor once asked a local man, "Aren't you afraid someone might steal something?" He laughed and replied, "If someone needs it more than me, let them take it." That level of openness is almost unimaginable elsewhere. Chapter 6, the one incident that tested the city. But once, years ago, something unusual happened. A tourist mistakenly took a resident's bike, thinking it was a rental. The whole town buzzed, not with anger, but with confusion. Why would someone take something they didn't need? When the tourist returned the bike, embarrassed, the villagers comforted him and invited him to dinner. Instead of a crime being committed, they created a friendship. This moment became a symbol of the city's unique spirit. Even a misunderstanding can turn into something positive. Chapter 7, modern challenges. But as the world changes, this city faces new pressures. More visitors arrive every year, curious about the doorless city. Tourism brings money, but also the risk of people who don't share the same values. The locals worry, if too many outsiders come, will we lose what makes us special? City leaders discuss how to protect their way of life without shutting themselves off completely. So far, they've managed to maintain the balance. Maybe we can't all live in a place like this, but we can learn from it. And maybe, just maybe, we can bring a piece of that trust into our own lives. Thank you for watching The City Where People Never Lock Their Doors. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing stories.